in our school, and currently one student from Chulalongkorn will stay with us for 2 years because she applied for the full master degree. And I ate with her 2 weeks ago. Believe me, I tell to her tonight we do not speak English, we only speak French, and she understands. So you can do it. So we can discuss later during the coffee break, if you want, about exchange semester, internship, why not, or full master degree in IT. Or elsewhere in France, if I can answer. High school have also specificity. We have also very good university in France. I'm not saying that you necessarily have to go to a high school, but I speak about high school. I'm working in a high school. High-level research center. We have 400 researchers, including 200 PhD students, and as I told you, for 1,200 students only. Strong partnership, every high school has strong partnership with industrial companies. Very close to a company. Normally good ranking for my school is ranked, all domain included, in top 15 high school of France. So in top 2, top 3 high school for IT, because this rank includes every domain, like mechanical high school, for example, based on academic excellence, research, dynamism, international commitment, and close corporate relation. So my last message will be, give you a chance. Try to go abroad. Who never go abroad here? Everybody goes abroad? So that's already good. First of all, welcome in France in particular. I do believe that nowadays international experience is very important. So do not hesitate and go to Germany, France, England, Vietnam, I don't know where. You have to find your place. Add a new language to your CV, and for IT studies, I invite you to join us at Telecom Bretagne. And do not forget that there is a Francotaille scholarship program. So if you are not aware about that, the deadline is 19th of February, so it's coming soon. You have to apply on the French embassy. In our institute, we have also a scholarship program. And all this point, there is a strong relation between France and Thailand, which should be increased. There is the last 3 days, and it's close today, the Francotaille symposium, where 500 people from France and Thailand meet about collaboration. If you have any more questions, we will be pleased to answer during the coffee break. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Professor Lenker. Merci. And if you still have questions, I think you can ask him later during a coffee break. And we have PhD student of Ajahn Attasit sitting right in front of you here. So you can talk to your senior during the coffee break. Okay, so still one other place abroad in the UK, Dr. Yan Zhao, he graduated in electrical engineering from Queen's Mary, University of London. So he'll give you information about studying in the UK. Please welcome Dr. Yan Zhao.
Okay, good morning. It seems like all other speakers are trying to persuade you to go to their institutes, right? Since I'm a full-time lecturer here, so I try to provide information as neutral as possible. Just at least the pros and cons, and for you to decide whether UK is a place, for you to go further study. I also understand some of the professors probably graduated from the UK, so if the information is not correct, please correct me. So here's some brief contents of the topics for the talk. So first, we would like to introduce some general information about the postgraduate study in the UK. And also, we try to focus on some engineering aspects, especially the topics in engineering fields, so which is quite essential in terms of your job hunting after your study. And also some scholarship or studentship information. Mostly is for the research study. So for taught courses, normally the scholarship and studentship are quite limited. So the first question you would like to ask yourself is, if you like to go to study abroad, is where to go, right? I know probably for some reasons, most of the guys here would like to go to US. But actually, UK is also another good opportunity. Here are the list of the reasons that we can think of that can attract you to go to the UK. The first is there are a huge range of courses you can choose from. So that means almost every student will be able to find your interest in study. And also some career prospects. So let's say some of you guys would probably go continue to study a PhD. So after a PhD, you can find proper jobs in industry or even in university, because in general, UK government, they support research and development much better than in Southeast Asian countries. So that can provide more opportunities. And also some transferable skills. So transferable skills, especially for those who would like to study PhD. So you can practice your presentation skill and your public speaking skill, your also writing skill, some even management skill. So those skills are not only useful for your study, but also can benefit you for your future. So you can gain those skills. And some supportive environment in terms of the information. So the information normally you could get it's very complete. So, and also some meet people from all over the world. We know UK is a multicultural country, so therefore you could probably meet many people from other different countries, and you can make friends and try to understand their culture and so on. And some great student life. So basically, you can join some social societies, so you can enjoy the student life over there. In terms of the range of courses, then they offer Bachelor of Science, so you can have a bachelor degree. So you can have Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Education. Normally, it takes only 3 years to complete. And also, they offer 2 different types of master degrees. So the most popular one is the taught degree. So you do not do any research, and normally you can complete in 3 semesters in 1 year. Also, there are Master of Philosophy or MPhil. So normally it takes 1.5 years, and then you need to also conduct some research. And normally you could get some kind of funding for this by research, but this is not very popular. The reason is normally after MPhil, you can spend 1 or 2 more years, then you can transfer directly to a PhD. So most of the people, when they study MPhil, and they will continue to a PhD degree. So therefore, the doctoral degree, which has the most popular one, is Doctor of Philosophy or PhD. And you also can have Doctor of Education and Doctor of Engineering. So normally it takes a minimum of 3 years, depending on your progress. And most of the time you're working on some project funded by universities or industry. So the project normally lasts for 3 years, and you can also use the work you do for the project at the same time and for your research. And so PhDs normally are funded, so you can get scholarships or studentships. In terms of the range of the courses, so you have 180 universities to choose from, and it's more than 20,000 postgraduate courses. So almost every single student here would be able to find your interested course. So there's one interesting degree progression, especially for the UK study, is you can directly continue to a PhD from a bachelor degree. So if you after you finish 3 years, so you have the option whether you would like to continue 1 year for master degree, or you can directly transfer to a doctor degree. But actually, it is recommended to continue 1 year with a master because you will train your research skills, and then after you move on to the doctoral degree. But normally the degree is from Thailand. I'm not quite sure if it's recognized. So you have to contact the university to ask whether you can go for the PhD directly. And most of the case, I think you will have to continue with a master study and afterward transfer to the PhD. And academic years, there are 3 different semesters. So the first semester will start in the end of September or beginning of October and until December before Christmas. And you will have a 3 weeks holiday during Christmas time. And then it will be your springtime, about also 11 weeks. So you will have another 3 weeks holiday, which is Easter holiday. And afterwards, you will have your summer term, 8 weeks, and then the examination takes place in the summer term. So from here, you see you have a lot of free time for your own study. So therefore, you should first thing you should understand is the master study. You have to be independent. So not like you learn everything in the class. So you have to rely on yourself and try to make full use of your free time. The tuition fees, it varies quite a lot. So from around £10,000 per year up to 26,000. So for normal engineering school, it's about £10,000 per year. And for example, Master of Arts in London, LSE, London School of Economics, or in Warwick, so those are very higher ranking university, the tuition fee usually is higher. And about living costs, which is the same as in every other country. So in capitals, normally the living cost is much higher. So this is the maximum limit is about £16,000 per year in London. And it can be cheaper outside. So the total living cost normally contains accommodation, food, transport, and social, and so on. So the largest part is the accommodation. And this is also recommended by the university. So usually it's the highest the estimate. So you can save your cost by reducing by finding a cheaper accommodation and by less eating out, or by having less social life and also and so on. So you can have ways to save money to to study there. In terms of the postgraduate funding schemes, so in general there are in-country schemes. In-country means we're applying for some funding from Thailand. So for example, the King's Scholarship, right? Also, there are some other scholarships by some institutes or by some, by industry. So you can get the scholarship and then go to study. But I think the condition is you have to come back after you complete your study. And some international funds. We're going to speak that in a bit detail later on. In general, so some countries such as Singapore or some China, they provide such international funds by. So you can also try to search for these sources. But the most convenient way is to get some scholarship from the university. So normally you have to contact the international office or your departments. Normally they will have this opportunity. But most of the time they would like to give the scholarship to their own students. So which means if you like to study a PhD, it's better if you continue in the same university where you do your master degree. And then if you have a good grade, you have a high chance to get a scholarship in the same university. And also some charities and trusts and some part-time work. So almost 70% of students will go out to work at a part-time. So not only you, because you can practice your language skills, also you can meet different people and try to get some social experience. So the popular places, so including bars, right, restaurants and supermarkets and so on. But you have to keep in mind, so you have a legal minimum wage. So this is legally by the government. So you have to be very clear. So because some places you like to work may want to pay you less. So you have to check all the documents. That's the minimum you should get. It's on average about £5 to £8 per hour. And it's not recommended that you are doing too much a part-time job, because you see the study is only 1 year. So if you have too much time to do part-time, then you would not be able to complete your study within the 1 year. And normally it's recommended to have the part-time less than 12 hours per week. And during the holiday season, you probably can work a little more, up to 20 hours per week. But this is also, you have to check the document by the government. It also has to be legalized. The entry requirement for master course, they normally, almost all universities will require upper second class, which means the GPA is above 3.0 here. And some universities in a different field, like Master of Arts, so they require about 3.5 or even higher. So, and the second is English proficiency. So they normally take IELTS test, and you need to get about 6 or 6.5 or above. And in some universities, such as the LSE, or London School of Economics, normally they require higher because you need to do a lot of essays and do a lot of reading. So you need to have a better English skills. And but almost all the universities, they provide the pre-sessional courses or some English courses. So you can plan your time ahead. You can spend 3 to 4 weeks to study English before you start your master program. And in terms of the applications, so the applications have to be made individually to each university, and you can complete these applications online. The document you require is the references, and some universities require 3 references, and some require only 2. You have to check each individual university, and also your transcripts, and check if they require also the hard copy. And you have to make sure you complete all the information to avoid any delays. And if you go into a further study in research, so you also have to provide your research proposal, which field you would like to study, and also application fee. The application fee normally is free for many universities, but for some universities, such as LSE, I know they charge about £60 per application. So for MBA course, so you have to check each individual university, and make sure you make application in time. And some applications actually already finished by the end of January, and some will finish in March, in May. So you have to make sure you meet the deadline and to apply as early as possible. And some universities, they accept the application throughout the year. So you can basically apply. If not enough time for this year, you can reserve your position for the next year. So we would like to speak a little bit more about the study as a postgraduate student. So the main different thing from most Southeast Asian countries is you have to establish this thought is you have to be independent. That means you should spend less hours in class. And most of the time, the lecturers in the UK, they will spend less hours to teach in very detail. So you have to use your free time to go to libraries and to make use of the IT facilities and try to find out information and read the reference books to gain the knowledge, which is quite different from the learning style, especially in Thailand, because I heard that most of the learning style is called the